Hello, welcome to Lackluster Actions. I'm your Lackluster Actor, here today for another episode of The Summer Hikaru Died. Last week, we got more into the important players as shown in the theme song, the five who actually know or semi-know what's going on. Now, with this new episode, let's see how all our pieces move, shall we? Without further ado, let's get started. I probably don't watch enough Netflix. I should probably see if that fleshy, bone-breaking sound that they have during that segment was just for this show, or it's something they're doing across their shows and it's just bad sound balancing. Well, you can be watermelons together. And now we have the opening. So, as I was saying, we have clearly the five people in the opening. And we're starting to see some of them move. It's the housewife who actually has all the pieces together, but we don't know why. We have the exterminator who's coming in looking for a monster, but not sure where it is specifically. We have the classmate who, for some reason, is able to sense something differently from everyone else. And in general, it was a popping sound that she heard differently. Why, we don't know. And of course, we have our two main characters. One being the thing that's doing stuff, while the other one is doing his best to ignore everything that's happening. So far, all we have is prologue. Stuff starting to be set up for things to go bad, and as opposed to things going bad. But denial. So we're starting to go through the grieving process then. Enjoying the fan? Yeah. Not hiding the fact that he's incredibly in love with Hikaru. You were in the game, you didn't even know you're playing. You will love that. Yesterday Saturday. The issue is that he has all the memories, but he doesn't know the emotional weight of the memories. Ah, we're having a breakdown. Good. Over quickly, but good. As I was saying, he doesn't have the emotional attachment to them, so he's putting excitement on normal everyday things, well, stuff that should be important are just brushed over without realizing it. Yeah, something people always realize too late. Okay, he died. We haven't seen him around, so. You have someone to talk to, but can you trust that person? Especially with you on both sides of the fence. If you're not a coward, yeah. First betrayal. Phone, he's gonna look at the phone. He's gonna look at the phone. Yep. You messed up. You put someone's head on the chopping block. Good old American food. Ah, yes. I didn't read that. It is not America, right? This lady's gonna die because you messed up. What happened to you? We still know nothing about you. Give us your story before you die. I didn't comment when it came up on stage, but while she's going through this, yes, I did notice how she thought because of the mixing that whoever it is a girl, but no. Again, we're 100 going out on this one. And we're getting more now specific information to that end. I see a monster. Bangs block his eyes and simple distortion of voices, as well as her eyes being in shadows. I'm gonna point out every time, like the framing of that. So is that the full extent of what your issue is? Ooh, that looks nice. I wish that was American food. Unfortunately, it's not. It is that the full extent of why she's not so knowledgeable, because she's experienced this herself and became mixed. How's this going? You said just sitting in your seat, looking out the window. You say looking out the school window at the rain. And you say like he's not going to wait for you anyway. You're putting together pieces, but the question is, what are you going to do with that? Thousands of shouts saying to such. Yep. That was a nice one. This is a wonderful show to be watching while it's thundering outside. Helps with the mood. Must have had a few. Can you do that? Can you really throw Hikaru away even if it is just the imitation? Just because one woman said you should. No. Well, kind of. Kind of it's your fault. Yeah. Oh no, we're having an affair. Kind of. Oh, love that. Good at that. Where does that go? And here comes the toxic Gary. Well, and Lovecraft, but also toxic Gary. And now we can. So now we can cross rape metaphors off the list. But we did get a clue. We saw what was likely Hikaru's ancestor with the head that was found in Hikaru's discarded bag. But what overall does that mean for our creature? Keep telling yourself that. Left mirrors. Well, that's the healthy way to say it. But there's a but coming. Don't worry, it's just toxic Gary. Oh, and we're getting ending credits at this point. Wrapped in a blanket of sadness. So Yoshiki, you were told to cut ties and stay away. That doesn't look like what you're doing. truth is, he was always afraid. That's correct. That's also correct. Ah, and there's the excuse. The beautiful image of the sunflowers wilting. But yeah, no. The title fits perfectly. Denial. In the end, he looks at what the actual problems are, and then he decides to just ignore them and make excuses to continue to hang out with the fake Hikaru. But it doesn't change the fact that Hikaru has seen the phone and seen the person he's communicating with, so while it doesn't look like he's dangerous at the moment, that doesn't mean he doesn't have a tether to potentially go after that woman. But that's for that episode. So, thank you everyone who came by and stopped and watched the episode with me. I hope you all have a good week. And I look forward to next week's episode. Hope you stop by to watch it with me as well. But until then, take care.